What if we don't really belong here? Forget everything for a moment, your identity, your world, your story, and ask yourself one question. Is this planet really our home? Right now, wherever you are sitting, you feel like this place is yours. This air, this land, this sky, everything feels so familiar, like we belong here. But what if? Is it just a feeling, an illusion, one we've created ourselves? And maybe the real question isn't, do aliens exist? Maybe the real question is, what if the aliens are us? It sounds strange at first, even a little scary. But if you consider it for a moment, things start to change. Every other living thing on this earth is perfectly aligned with nature. A lion doesn't have to learn anything to survive in the wild. It knows as soon as it's born how to hunt, how to survive. Fish, they don't need swimming classes. They start swimming as soon as they're born. Birds, they aren't taught to fly. They instinctively take over the skies. But humans, we are born, weak, helpless, dependent. We have to learn to walk. We have to learn to speak. We have to learn to live. And the strangest thing, we can't survive naked in nature. We need clothes. We have to build homes. We have to make tools. If we're left alone in the wild, we become the most vulnerable creatures. Why? Is it possible that we weren't designed for this environment? Just think. Our skin can't withstand the heat of direct sunlight. We can die in extreme cold. We don't have natural weapons, neither sharp claws, nor strong teeth, nor speed. Yet we are the most dominant species on this planet. How? We created our own world. We controlled fire. We carved paths through mountains. We learned to fly in the sky. We learned to descend into the depths of the ocean. We didn't adapt to nature. We changed nature to suit us. Is this behavior the behavior of a native species, or of an outsider trying to survive here? What's even more strange, we're always searching for something more. We're never satisfied. We explored the land, then the ocean. Now we're looking toward space. We want to go to Mars. We want to settle on other planets. But why? If this planet is our true home, then why do we think about leaving it? Why do we always feel that there's something else somewhere that's waiting for us? Perhaps because somewhere deep inside, we know we don't belong here. Look at history. In every civilization, in every culture, there's a common idea. We came from above. Some called it gods, some called it heaven, some called it stars. But what if these aren't just stories? What if these are memories, forgotten memories of some distant world where we once came from? Imagine, what if thousands of years ago, an advanced civilization sent life to this planet, or maybe it came and settled here itself, and gradually it forgot its true identity? What if we are part of that story? Our DNA, our intelligence, our curiosity, is all this the result of evolution or of some design? Because the truth is, we are very different from every other creature on this planet. We don't just survive, we question. We don't just survive, we seek meaning. We don't just observe, we want to understand. And the biggest question, we want to understand ourselves. Why? Because perhaps we are a mystery even to ourselves. And that's what makes us different from all other creatures. So now think again. What if we don't really belong here? What if we came from somewhere else? What if our story is much bigger than we imagine? And if that's true, then the real question isn't, where are the aliens? The real question is, who are we? And perhaps finding the answer is our true journey. What if some advanced intelligence influenced our evolution? What if our DNA was altered? Not completely, but a little, enough so that we change, but still remain recognizably human. What if we are not just a species, but a result, an experiment, a creation, an entity, created for a purpose? And perhaps that's why, deep inside, we feel a little strange, as if something isn't right, as if something is incomplete, as if we are here, but not fully here. Have you ever felt like this? When, despite everything being fine, there's an emptiness within? It's like you're a part of this world, but still you're not fully connected. Now imagine this, a civilization which is far ahead of us. Not just in technology, in thinking, in understanding, in consciousness, not thousands, perhaps millions of years ahead. A species that has achieved everything we can only dream about now. They have learned to control energy. They have understood the laws of nature, perhaps even learned to bend them. They have traveled galaxies, not just seen, but have gone there and understood. They have studied life on different planets. They've observed how life begins, how it grows, and how it evolves. And then they've experimented with evolution, without haste, with great precision. Then one day, they find Earth, a perfect place. There's water, there's air, there's life. Everything is present, but one thing is missing: higher intelligence. Intelligence that can understand itself, that can ask questions, that can bring about change. So they decide to create it, not from scratch, but by improving what already exists. They take early human ancestors, simple, but full of potential, and change them, slowly, carefully. They improve their brains, enhance their ability to think, deepen their understanding. Give them the power to understand, not just see. Give them consciousness, the ability to recognize themselves, the ability to ask, "Who am I?" And slowly, generation after generation, we begin to change. We are no longer just creatures that survive. We begin to think, we begin to understand, we begin to question. We create tools, we create language, we form ideas, and slowly we become what we are today. A species that doesn't just survive, but seeks meaning. But there's a problem, because with every power comes a threat. We didn't just gain intelligence, we also gained struggle. Because now we have a choice. We can create, but we can also destroy. We can create, but we can also destroy. We can love, but we can also hate. We can unite people, but we can also separate them. We can build civilizations, and we can also destroy them. And perhaps that's why a strange conflict continues within us. It's as if there are two forces within us, one that is calm, natural, balanced, and the other, which is restless, always seeking something else, and sometimes even leads to destruction. And perhaps that's what makes us different. And perhaps that's the reason we haven't fully understood it yet. We feel torn inside. It's as if there's something inside us that doesn't want to move in one direction. Because there are two aspects within us, one that is connected to nature, calm, simple, balanced, that just wants to live, and one that is separate from it, complex, restless, that always wants something more, that questions, that never stops. And that's why we ask questions that no other creature asks. Who am I? Why am I here? What does it all mean? These aren't just questions. They're part of our identity. No animal thinks about its existence. It knows what it has to do. It just lives. But we think again and again. Why? Because perhaps we weren't made just to live. We were made to understand, to the world, to ourselves, and to that thing that is beyond our understanding. And another interesting thing, we are drawn to space. Not just curiosity. Something more, something deeper. We look at the stars and not just see, we feel it. A strange connection. We seek other worlds, new places, new planets, search for new life. We dream of leaving this planet. Why? Because somewhere, we feel that our story doesn't just end here. Like, we want to go back, there, where we came from. And maybe this isn't just a fantasy. Maybe it's a feeling that's hidden deep within us. Now think, if we really are aliens, what does that mean? Does it mean we don't belong here? No, it means something else, something much greater. It means we have potential, a potential that has no limits. We weren't made just to survive. We were made to create something new, to change something, the world and ourselves, to move forward, to cross boundaries. But there's danger in that too, because every power, if used without understanding, becomes destructive. If we don't understand our own power, we can destroy everything, not just the world, even ourselves. And perhaps this has happened before. Civilizations are formed, reach great heights, and then end, over and over again. History changes, but the pattern remains the same, creating, growing, and then crumbling. So the real question isn't, are we aliens? The real question is, if we are, what will we do with it? Will we use our understanding to create something better? Or repeat the same mistakes that have probably been made before? Will we build or destroy? Because the truth is, we have a choice, every day, in every decision, and that choice is what makes us different. It's not just our intelligence, but how we use it. So the next time you look up at the sky, don't just think if there's someone there or not. Just stop for a moment and ask yourself, what if that someone is you? What if the answer you're looking for is within you? You just can't remember it. And maybe that's the real journey of remembering yourself. If this video made you think, don't ignore that feeling. Because thoughts like these can change your entire perspective. They can change the way you see the world, but only when you act on them, when you don't just listen but understand. And if you enjoyed this video, take one small step, like subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who is ready to see the world from a different perspective. Because sometimes the truth isn't what we're told. The truth is what we have to find ourselves.